In this review, I'm going to go through various steps of updating a Bushmaster MX15 ES2. It's a gun that's made for optical sight readiness. I've got most of the parts already here. I don't have all of them, but I'm going to change the stock from the standard stock to the Magpul CTR stock. I'm going to change the grip to the Magpul MIAD grip. I go to the range a lot, and nothing's more frustrating than having to load magazines where you're trying to shoot 100 or 200 rounds. So I've got 6 extra clips from Magpul. 5 of them are the standard 30-round clips, and the extra one there is the one with the window built in. I'll show that in a little bit. Here we have the Magpul front hand grip, which will go onto a new rail system that I'm waiting for. I've ordered the Daniels Defense Omega 7-inch carbine rail grip that allows me to have quad rails to mount some accessories on. I'm going to put on here a front sight from Magpul, the M-Bus front, and also the rear sight from Magpul, the M-Bus rear sight. Here I have a light I'm going to put on the gun. It's for home defense. The light is a very powerful 1000 lumen light. It's the Nitecore MH12. I've already modified it. I've already put on it a special rail mounting bracket here on the side that I ordered, and also have a tail switch assembly that lets me control the light from anywhere this switch assembly is mounted. I don't have it yet. I'm going to go ahead and build this up as far as I can, but when this rail comes in, I also have a 3x optical multiplier, and I also have on order an Aimpoint Pro Patrol red dot sight. So this will make a good gun to take to the range and shoot anywhere from, I would say, 35 to 500 yards with that set of systems set up. And I'll have both mechanical sights and an optical red dot. As I've been talking about, I've been modifying this gun, adding different accessories to it. And the next thing that I put together is this flashlight mounting with a remote switch. My barrel handguard hasn't come in yet. I've ordered a Daniels Defense quad rail to mount this on, and also my front sights, and also part of an optical system. But I wanted to show this because it's an important addition to any home defense system. It's important that you have a good light that you can see what you're shooting at. If you're using something for home defense, it's going to be nighttime. You don't want to flip on the lights. This is a nice addition where you can flip on a light and see the target and identify it before you take any action. This tailpiece here has been installed on a Nitecore MH12 flashlight. I chose that flashlight for several reasons to put on a gun. First of all, its max output is 1000 lumens. It's blinding. In addition to that, it has multiple modes of brightness that I can use, and on top of that, it also has a strobe mode to startle attackers and steal their night vision. It also has a special flap on the flashlight that allows you to open up and recharge the 18650 battery that's inside of here without removing the flashlight from the gun. You just plug in a micro USB cable, plug the other end into a USB charging source, and charge the battery. One of the nice things about this is that there's also a on button on the back of this, because when you remove the original tail cap, the back button's missing. If I press this, the flashlight comes on. Then I can use the mode button to adjust the intensity of the light. Now that I've turned it on with this back button, I now have the ability to go to a low setting with the mode button, a medium, a high, and what I would call a turbo mode. This is 1000 lumens. It's so bright it's actually warm on my hand. And then back to the low, and to the medium, and now I can press the back button here, and press it down and turn it off. Here I have it on turbo mode. If I press and hold the button, it goes into the strobe mode, which is extremely blinding, and that would startle any attacker and take their night vision away. This extension here is designed to go down the handguard of your gun to a safe point where you can control this. There are actually 3 push buttons on here that you can press, and as long as you press one of those buttons, the flashlight will come on, and the second you release it, it's gone. So you can see it's very responsive, very high quality. This wire here is heavy duty, extra thick insulation to protect the wiring from the heat of the gun. This cable here is 12 inches long with it coiled, and you can easily extend it up to 24 inches. This push button setup here works in such that the flashlight will always come on in the last mode in which you used it. This is the medium mode. I can take this and ramp it up now and put it on the turbo mode, and now when I use it, it comes on in the turbo mode. I can even set the flashlight up such that it's off, and when I touch this button, it'll actually come on in the strobe mode and startle the attacker and let you see what's going on in front of you. Again, as soon as you release these buttons, the flashlight will go off. This is an excellent product. It's nicely designed. It's ruggedly made. I can't mount it on my gun yet. I don't have the front rail. And I did mount with it on top here just to see how this bracket worked. The bracket does not come with it. The bracket is a separate purchase, but I wanted to point it out because in order to mount this on your gun, you're going to need a good mounting mechanism for rail mounting. And also this kind of switch makes it nice because you can put the control for the light any place you want. This is an excellent product. It's well designed. I rated it 5 stars. This review was done by JJ CEO.